Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, you guys, this is a return live stream. I'm just continuing. So, hopefully, everybody will find me over here. I'm going to wait until everybody gets here and I will go back to the story. Okay? Okay. I think because somebody tried to call on the Real Talk Recovery phone line while I was live streaming, you guys, it knocked my sound off for some reason. So sorry about that. Come on in, come on in. Okay, come on in, have a seat. I'm going to get back to the story. So let's get everybody in here and then we'll get back to the story time. Okay? All right. So the reason I was telling this story is because Susie just told us that she's struggling with some guilt from, was it Susie that said that? About an abortion that she had. So I'm going to share with you guys. And I'll start over. Okay, so I was with LD and he was beating me. Okay, he had been beating me for a while. It was getting to the point where I didn't think I could do any better. I thought I deserved it. All right. And that's kind of what happens when you're in an abusive relationship, you guys, is you get to a point where you think that you deserve to get what's happening. All right. And you get trapped. You get trapped where you can't, it's almost like you feel like you can't do any better. You feel like you can't leave. You know, you feel like you're stuck. You're stuck. You are dependent on that person and they own you almost. I never imagined that I would become stuck in a relationship like that. Okay. And so it was scary. So I was cheating on him and I got pregnant. Okay. I got pregnant by Jason. All right. And so I called my mom and told her, and I was crying and I was strung out on meth and I was strung out on methadone because this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't talk a lot about methadone if you guys want to know why. It's because I was abusing it when I used it. And I know that some people don't abuse it, but my story is a negative story when I talk about it. That's why I don't really talk about it a lot on my channel. It's not because I don't support methadone maintenance. It's just because I don't have good stories to tell about it. So I never want to put something out there that's going to make someone feel like I'm judging them for them being on maintenance, on methadone, okay? So anyways, I was getting loaded, you know, and I found out I was pregnant and I ended up, you know, being very afraid. I knew if I told LD that I was pregnant by someone else that he would beat me. I knew that he would probably kill me. It was not going to be good, you know? And so I went and I had an abortion. I lied to LD and told him that I was going to get a women's appointment, gynecologist appointment. I lied to him. I left the house with my mom. She picked me up. We drove to Little Rock and I had the abortion. I remember going into the abortion clinic and outside of the clinic there was people picketing, okay? They had signs. They were yelling at me, calling me a baby killer, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I was real scared, you guys. I went in, I did it, and it was done, okay? And my mom drove me back to my house that I lived in with LD and dropped me off. And I just remember that I had gotten painkillers. I had a prescription for painkillers. So when I got home, he was like all happy because I gave him some painkillers, you know. But I never told him what really happened. But what had really happened was I had gotten pregnant by Jason. And it was so scary, you guys, because I knew that if he found out, that he would beat me. You know, I knew he would kill me. Hey, Nicole in chat. Sorry, I'm late. I was playing a game, Shiny Hunting. Hey, Art Deco. We're talking about guilt, and we're talking about guilt around having an abortion. You know, it was so. And so, listen. I know a lot of you girls have probably, not a lot, but I know some of you guys have probably been in the position where you might have been raped. Maybe you got pregnant by somebody that, you know, you would just thought, I can't do this with this person. And that's the thing. I truly believe that, you know, that's your right to make that decision. And You know, I made that decision because it was the best decision for me at the time. You know, I look back on it and I do feel guilty, you guys. I do. I think about it and I think if I hadn't have done that, maybe I would have gotten sober then. You know, and I and because of the way I believe, you know, I believe in God and I do feel guilty about it, but I also know that I was really sick. I was in my addiction and I was afraid. And so I know that my higher power forgives me. I know he does. And I've asked for forgiveness. So and that's what you have to understand is that you're forgiven. You're forgiven. Okay? Um don't carry that with you anymore. Let it go. Let yourself heal from that. And that's what I've learned. I've learned that, you know what? I have to let myself heal from that experience. It was better than most Christmases because I'm in a different home with different people. Yay, Amy, that's great, girl. So heal from that experience. You know, don't let that experience haunt you anymore because that's not who you are today. All right, what's done is done. We can't go back and make it, you know, any better. And you know, I truly believe that that we're all forgiven. You know, once we make the decision to change our lives and do the right thing and you know get sober, we are forgiven. Okay, all right, that's what I believe. So how do I feel about marijuana? Well, I support marijuana. If you smoke marijuana, I support whatever you got to do to stay sober and whatever you do. Um, and if it helps you, and you can manage it, then I support that. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I used to be real judgmental about my Suboxone prescription. Sorry about that. I used to be really judgmental about that kind of stuff, about marijuana maintenance, about medically assisted treatment maintenance, about kratom. And what I learned from being on YouTube and from being on my own recovery journey is that everyone's experience and circumstances are different. Okay? And so what works for me might not work for you and vice versa. So whose business and whose right is it of mine to judge you for your journey? So I don't judge people. And I actually, to be honest with you, if I could smoke pot, I would smoke pot. I just can't because I have to go get drug tests at the clinic. So I can't. But if I could smoke it, I would smoke it. And also, only if I had a prescription. Because here's my problem, okay? And this is, like, I want to show y'all what Neil got me for Christmas. You see that ring? And then he got me this Pandora bracelet. So I got to get some charms for it. And he got me this watch last Christmas. So, only if I had a legal prescription. Hey, you want to go ride your go-kart? No, I need to go. Okay, go ahead. If I had a legal prescription, then I would smoke the ganja. But I don't smoke the ganja because I don't have a legal prescription. And I think that it's dangerous if you don't have a legal prescription because then you're buying it from a dealer. And that's where I feel like the compromising situations can happen with other drugs being introduced to you is through buying it from a dealer. Thanks, Misty. Right, my mom has been on methadone for years. She worked her way all the way down, and now she smokes pot when she's feeling rough. Yeah. Come on, Bubba. Hold on, guys. You okay? You don't want to go ride your bike? Or whatever it's called? I guess. You do? Why don't you put some shorts on? Okay. That's the only reason why I'm like iffy about marijuana. If you have to buy it from a drug dealer, I don't like that. I don't like that. I think that if you're smoking pot, you need to get it from a prescription. legally. But you see, do you guys see what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Like, or wherever you need to buy it from a store. You know what I'm saying? Like, not from a drug dealer is what I'm saying. Because when you're buying it from a drug dealer, that's when, like, you could go to that dealer and they might have oxys, or they might have cocaine, or they might have methamphetamine. And then what happens? You know, especially if you're a recovering addict like I am, then you're introduced to that drug again, and you're like, oh God, what am I going to do? You know, and then that's when the temptation comes in, you guys. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. It's only because I didn't used to think about this kind of stuff before. I used to just kind of like willy-nilly do whatever I wanted to do. And that's why I struggled for a long time. To some people, it's a drug. For others, it's just like smoking cigarettes. Right. And here's another thing. I believe that if you are new in recovery and you're trying to get sober, okay, then you don't need to be smoking anything. You need to be trying to get your butt sober. Because I feel like smoking pot makes you kind of like, you know, not care so much. And then if you don't care, then what can happen is you could relapse on something. So I think that it's a privilege to be able to smoke the ganja. And I think that, you know, you need to treat it like a privilege. You know what I mean? Oh, buy it. That leads me to drinking. Okay, I see, Susie. I totally understand. There are many benefits to living in California. So, and I also believe that it can, like I was saying before, get people loosey-goosey. You know what I mean? And that, what I mean by when I say loosey-goosey is your inhibitions are lowered, your goals are lowered, and then, hey, thanks, Susie. Then you're like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to go out and get me a bag of dope. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm trying to say, you guys. Like, especially if you're new in your sobriety, I feel like it can be a dangerous situation. So, you know, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm just keeping it real. You know? I'm trying to figure out how to do this stinking tripod. I have no idea. My sister's going to have to freaking come over here and teach me how to do this. This is hard. It's a night. Look at this, you guys. I mean, this is the real deal tripod. I'm so excited to have it. I'm so excited because I'm going to be able to do like professional, like stuff to where like you guys can really, really see me, and it'll be a good angle and all that kind of stuff. So my sister got that for me for Christmas, which probably one of the best gifts that I've ever gotten, you guys. I know, right? Y'all aren't going to be in the cabinet anymore. They are, because I have no idea how to work it. Y'all aren't going to be in the cabinet anymore. You guys aren't going to be on the makeup station anymore. What are we going to do when I actually get a camera? Everybody's going to freak out because it's actually going to be really clear quality. Which, you know, my phone's not too bad, but it's going to be real good whenever I can get a camera, you guys. And then I'll be able to do all kinds of special stuff for you guys. We're slowly getting up there, okay? Just one day at a time, we're going to make it. You guys are growing with me. We're having the growing pains. So I have to talk to you guys about something. Okay, I need to air out some grievances. Okay, I'm not going to say any names, but I'm just going to share something with you guys. So I don't know if I should say anything. There's this person on YouTube. They have a huge following now, but when I first started following this person, they didn't have a huge following. They had like 3,000 subscribers, and me and this person, we have never got off on the right foot. And it was because when I found this person, they had made a video just kind of being ugly about medically assisted treatment, and it really just rubbed me the wrong way. And ever since I saw that video, I just don't like this person, right? I tried to like this person and like change the way I think about them. And then every time I tried to like them, it totally doesn't work out. Okay, it totally, like, I'll try to be nice and then they are snippety and rude and talk behind my back and shit like that. It's so hard for me, you guys, because I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, I do understand, though. You know what it is? I do understand. I do understand that I have a really strong opinion, and I understand that I have, like, a strong voice, and a lot of people get intimidated by that. I never understood why some people want to put down others for what they're doing to better their recovery process. Right. I'm really working hard on not making it all about my opinions and trying to, like, be open-minded to everyone's situation. And that's been something I've worked really hard on doing in my recovery, you guys. Like, from the first time I uploaded a video, if you go back and you watch my videos from the first day I uploaded a video, okay? If you go on my channel and click videos and then go to, it'll say sort from oldest to newest, okay? And watch my oldest videos. You guys will see, yeah. Hold on. You guys will see how much of a change that I've made since then. Because back then I was very abrasive. I was very aggressive about the message I was speaking. And I have seen what his opinion is on that stuff too. And it bothers the hell out of me as well. Trust me. But you and I both know that he's misspoken and just doesn't understand. You're right. Hold on, buddy. Yeah, it is. Oh, well, let me charge it again.
Look at it.
We'll get off of it. Does that mean it's not charged?
It's because...
Does that mean it's not charged? Does it need to be green?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let it charge us a little bit longer. Okay?
I want to drive it.
And then we're going to drive it. We're going to take it on the road, okay? I'm going to go get some different pants on. You want to? So you won't be so hot? Go get some shorts on, and we'll go drive it. Me neither, Art. I'm going through that right now. I'm talking to a girl who is in recovery, and she doesn't know I'm on Suboxone because she's in that scene that is against Matt. Isn't that so sucky, Jordan? Like, what do you... A recovery scene that's against helping addicts? Like, that's ridiculous. What?
Do you have any hot chocolate?
Yes, I do. Go get your shorts on. We'll go...
I want some hot chocolate.
Okay, go get your shorts on so we can ride your go-kart, little boy.
Some hot chocolate. What's my hair?
This person is in the recovery scene too here on YouTube, and they're the same way. But the way they are is that they are one way to people's in their face, and then when they're not in their face, they're another way. They're the definition as fake as fuck. And go upstairs and get your shorts on. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. Sorry, you're right, Nate. What it is a lot of the time, it's people that are just ignorant and they don't understand, you know, and so everyone is different. It doesn't matter. Like, it shouldn't matter if you're on Suboxone, methadone, or if you're abstinent. It shouldn't matter. If you're trying to live your life better and you're on the journey to changing, that's all that should matter. The fact that you are on the journey to recovery is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter if you're on maintenance or not on maintenance. No one should ever judge you for the medication that you're on, ever. It shouldn't even be coming to their mind. It shouldn't even be an option, okay? It shouldn't. It shouldn't, you guys. They shouldn't have an opinion on what you are doing for your recovery and what goes into your body. That should never even be a topic of discussion. The only time you should ever have that kind of discussion is if you are experiencing something negative because of being on medication. Okay, now if you're out there shooting your subs and you're stealing and robbing folks to get Suboxone money, then yes, if your significant other thinks you don't need to be on it, then they're probably right. But if you're thriving and you're living and you're doing your recovery, then it should not matter. What? I'm making it. Go get your pants changed, boy.
No.
I'm about to beat him. You all hear me? I'm going to beat him.
I don't want to change my pants.
Well, Nate, you need to.
No, I don't.
Okay, whatever. That's why I want it to be known. Like here on my channel, we support multiple pathways. We don't give a damn how you get there. We want you to get there. That it doesn't matter, okay? We're very open-minded here, and my channel isn't just me on here because I'm like, look at me, I want to be famous. Let me tell you old stories, right? That's not why I'm here on my channel. I'm here because you guys literally saved my life by allowing me to be of service to you. Okay, you'll never be able to understand if it shouldn't matter what medication you're on. I'm anti-overdose, and that's all that matters. That's right. Multiple doors leading to the same room. Exactly. And here's the thing, you guys. Like, I feel like what happens is with addicts and that stigma with other addicts, like other addicts judging other addicts, I truly believe what it is that these people who judge us for being on medication-assisted treatment, I think that what they feel is they feel that we somehow got over on them, that we're somehow taking the easy way out, right? And that they're being slighted. So they feel like they need to demean us and make us feel lower to say that they're better than, okay? That's truly what I believe it is that it's people who want to feel superior to the other, okay? Kind of like, you know, when you meet somebody who's been in recovery for like a long time and they've been sober for like 10 years or something, and instead of being like, you know, I might have 10 years, but I only got today, and only having one day at a time, right? And like acknowledging the fact that, yeah, they might have 10 years, but they've only really have today, which is humility. And you meet the person and they're like, yeah, I've been sober for 10 years, not 10 years. I mean, like their 10 years is a sword that they're beating you over the head with, instead of like them being grateful and acknowledging that, you know, they only have, you know, just for today. That's kind of what it's like. It's like people want to be better than, you know, and it's a human condition. It's humans are flawed. Come on, let's go outside. We have, you know, character defects, and when you have an addict or an alcoholic who, you know, is getting sober and they're not openly working on their recovery or their character defects and their flaws, then they're really just becoming more of an asshole, you know. Now only they're just sober, you know. So that's why we have to remember, you know, just because someone else is judging us doesn't mean we're going to do it back to them. All right. And I'll tell you this. I have seen people's lives be changed. Have you? Yes, I know who she is. Yes, I love her. I have seen people change their minds about maintenance because of us sharing our experience. Nate! So it's pretty awesome. It's a miracle, actually, to see people come in one way, all judgmental and stuff, and then leave the next way. Hey, Leslie, what's up, girl? But that's the thing. What I have also realized, you guys, is that I can't change everyone's mind. Because at one point, I was on this mission. And I was like, I'm going to change everybody's mind, damn it. And I was like fighting all these people in the comment section, trying to get them to change their mind about maintenance. Here you go, kiddo.
You just drank.
It's hot.
Shit.
No
I
cussing.
didn't say it.
You said...
I said piss.
Okay, well, there's your hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Nate wanted hot chocolate, so I made him some hot chocolate. Yeah, girl, I was going around, and the thing that I learned is that I was like, Nicole, you are not going to change anybody's mind. The only way you can change people's mind is by showing them. Show them how your recovery is strong. Show them how your life has changed because of your maintenance treatment, right? Don't sit here and get mad and try to like beat it into everybody's brain, because that's what I was doing, you guys. Like,
it's hard because I am really passionate about helping others. And it really does hurt when you hear somebody judging you, especially for something that's worked. Didn't finish. Chronic relapse treatment with Matt saved our lives. So if they want to be mad, then they can be mad. Exactly. Has anyone in here seen the TED Talk with Brené Brown? They are called Listening to Shame and Daring Greatly. They changed my life. I'll have to go watch that. I love TED Talks. I think I'm going to make me some hot chocolate too, you guys, while we chat. Okay. And one of the things that's helped me a lot, you guys, to understand is learning that when people are judging me about my sobriety and about being on Suboxone, 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. All right? Usually it's because they have a problem. And with this channel, you guys, we have grown exponentially. And it's always been with the same message. Like, I'm never going to deviate from the message that I'm sharing over here, which is, you know, all-inclusive recovery, medically assisted treatment saved my life, and I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for MAT treatment. And you know what I'm an advocate for? I'm an advocate for addicts receiving the proper treatment and diagnosis, and not just getting placed on medication and not just getting told that they're, you know, depressed. Hey, Big Sid, what's up, Big Daddy? I feel like half the problem with the addiction treatment industry is that we're so quick to throw somebody in a 30-day treatment center, and then when they come out and they relapse, we're wondering why. Well, it's because they were only in treatment for 30 days, and that's not even half the battle. And then one of her points is, if you're not in the arena putting up the same fight as us, then your opinion isn't relevant in the situation, right? Honestly, Suboxone has about 80% to do with me ending my relationship. She didn't respect me, my choice to use Matt, or my recovery. Ugh, sorry. That sucks, man. Roll call. Big Sid's in the house, Big Daddy. Big Sid's in the house, Big Daddy. Oh, yeah, baby. So, I think as long as, you know, we are all sharing our positive experiences with maintenance medication, that's going to continue to help others. Because here's the thing, you guys. You know how they always say a hurt dog barks the loudest, right? Or something like that. When people are abusing maintenance medication, or they're selling their medication, you always hear about those stories. You know, people that are doing what they're not supposed to be doing. You don't ever hear the good stories like mine and Merck's and Leslie's and all the rest of you who are on maintenance sharing about how, you know, they're taking their medication as prescribed and they're not abusing it and they're going to their meetings and they're benefiting. So we have to keep on sharing our positive experiences to help others. So that way all that negative experiences will eventually get, you know, drowned out. Now listen, if you're having a negative experience with medically assisted treatment, and you've done everything you're supposed to do, like, here's the thing. If you're having a negative experience, I want to know, are you taking your medication as prescribed? What milligrams are you on? Are you receiving therapy? Are you also doing a program of recovery like 12 steps or Celebrate Recovery or Smart Recovery? Or are you just taking the medication and expecting it to cure your disease? Because that's not what it's going to do. I know, Leslie, I know. You're having a negative experience with negativity? Well, damn, hot damn. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people they don't tell the whole story, you guys, okay? They don't tell the whole story. They don't say, you know, yeah, I'm on maintenance medication and I hate it so much because I'm shooting it up or I'm snorting it. There's this one guy, and bless his heart, you guys, like, I feel for him, but he is addicted to snorting his Suboxone. And for the longest time, he was telling everybody that he was getting high off of it. And I was like, there's no way. If you are snorting it every single day, then you're not getting high. You're not getting a euphoria, right? And he was saying, yes, I'm getting high. Finally, he admitted, I'm not getting high, but what's happening is the obsession to snort it is what he's fulfilling that obsession, and that is giving him that placebo effect, right? And so when he kept saying that he was snorting him and he was getting high, it was really making me upset, because we all know with Suboxone, if you're taking it every single day, the medication has a ceiling effect and you're not going to get a euphoria from it. He craved that snorting thing specifically, exactly. And so, but he wasn't getting a euphoria from it at all. But see, people like that who are saying that over and over again, and then other people who have no idea and who have never taken Suboxone are going, oh wow, all these heroin addicts, they're legally getting high then. That's not fair. They're still getting high. Look, you guys, as God is my witness, right hand on the Bible, I don't feel anything when I take my Suboxone in the morning. Anything. Wow, really, Ian? And another thing is, did you know that if you're on Suboxone, then you're not going to get the feeling that you get from heroin unless it's fentanyl, because fentanyl overrides the Suboxone. Okay, so Leslie, let's talk about methadone, all right? So here's the story about methadone. So it's a full agonist. So this is what I believe. I believe that is if a person is on a therapeutic dose of methadone, that they too can have that stabilization that person on Suboxone has, where they don't feel any different when they take it. But what I think happens with people that are on methadone is that they keep climbing up, and they get to like the 130 or 160 milligram of methadone, which, listen, I understand. I was taking that much. I was taking over 100 milligrams of methadone every day, and I was zooted. Okay? I was zooted. I was knotted out. I was catching myself on fire with cigarettes, you guys. And so that's what happens, okay? And that, just so you guys know, a lot of people see people that are like that, and then they think, oh, well, that's what everybody's doing, you know? Because I'll admit it, I was one of those people that contributed to the negative stigma surrounding that because I was abusing methadone, you know? And what I mean by abusing it is I would dose multiple times a day. I wasn't just going and dosing in the morning, and it's because I had a prescription. My husband had a prescription for 365 methadone 10 milligram pills a month. Oh yeah, Leslie, and I believe that. I believe that you don't experience anything from it, you know? No, listen, let me tell you a story about constipation. One time from methadone, I was taking that methadone so much, you guys, that my bowels were so backed up that my stomach, oh my God, it felt like there was 7 babies inside of me, okay? It was so painful, so painful. And here's the other thing about Suboxone and methadone, okay? If a person gets on maintenance, and let's say they are abusing their methadone, or they are skipping their dose on Suboxone and trying to get high, right? Let's say they're doing that. What our hopes are is that eventually they'll change and they'll want to get sober, and they'll start taking it as it's prescribed, and they'll be able to have their lives saved, you know? It's crazy. My stepmom got a crazy big prescription of them too, and she took them with Klonopin, and it killed her. Yep. Yep. I cannot tell you how many times I overdosed like that. So many times. One of the main things I would do when I would shoot Roxy's was I would take Xanaxes. And I would take 6 or 7 bars that worked that morning, and then I would get like 3 30s at night, and I would shoot those 30s, and the next thing you know, I'd wake up in the hospital. So many times. I'm just grateful I don't gotta live that life anymore, you guys. And if you're on, that's the thing, like being on maintenance medication saved my life. All right. And it shouldn't matter if I'm on maintenance medication for the rest of my life. You know, the fact that I'm not living the way I was before, I've truly changed. I've truly turned my life around. You know, I truly want better for myself and my family. You don't just, it's like you can hear and see the change in me. I'm a totally different person. You know, I was a scavenger. I was an addict. I was out crazy, committing crimes and hurting my family and stealing, lying, cheating. And today, all I want to do is be of service. Okay, I want to be of service to others, to help others, improve their lives. Okay, and I work so hard on trying to make sure that I'm of service to others because I know how much it helps them, and I know how much it helps me. When I was in my active addiction, I didn't give a damn about helping anybody except for myself. So that's how I know I'm changed, because I'm a new woman. And instead of caring about me all the time, I think of others. And that's the true change in me. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm a new person, because before I was so damn selfish. All I cared about was myself. All I cared about was me so much that I almost lost my own son. You know, that's how selfish I was. So, I could go on and on and on. Y'all know how I am. I can talk for days. I love you guys. I'm going to take Nate to go ride his go-kart. But I'm serious. Hey, Leonard. You guys go subscribe to Her Opiate Fixes channel. He has an amazing channel. Yeah, that's what it was like in addiction. We didn't give a damn about anybody but ourselves. But you can truly tell when someone has changed. Just like with Leonard, you guys watching his channel. He was a dope fiend, just like me. And now he cares. He wants to be of service and help other people. And that's how you can tell when an addict is changing. Okay? Because it's not all about them anymore. It starts to be about the greater good. You know? And so if you're looking around and you wonder, oh, does this person really care? Do they really want to help me? Look and see what they're doing. Okay? If they're doing and it's all about me, where I can get, what I can do, how many people I can impress, how many followers I can get, how much this I can do this. Or if they're constantly trying to give to help others, or constantly trying to share some kind of message that will improve somebody else's life, or they're constantly giving of their time for other people. That's how you can tell when somebody has changed from their old ways and their addiction. Because it's no longer about how they can serve themselves. It's about how they can serve other people. It's been a miracle for me, because I truly never thought that I would get out of that lifestyle, you guys. And I truly never thought I would be able to be anything to anyone else, because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't love myself at all, you know, but today I'm learning to change and be better. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to go take Nate to ride his go-kart, and I'll see you guys later on, probably tonight. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll probably be back. Okay?